one of the things they've done is to express support for their trade union striking on November the 30th. And PCS, the Public and Commercial Services Union, is one of those unions that has been to the fore of campaigning for coordinated strike action. And our next speaker is going to tell us all about it. Please welcome Janice Godrich, President of the PCS.
Sarah, for that warm introduction. Comrades, all over the world at present, people young and old are questioning the present system. Whether that's a camp outside St Paul's, massive demonstrations in Athens, regime changes in the Arab world, and of course, as we've just seen, the bravery of young people marching the length of the UK demanding work. What better time then to participate in events like this weekend, and to arm ourselves with the knowledge and the confidence to answer back when politicians and the media argue that there's no alternative to capitalism. As we know, there is an alternative, and that alternative is socialism. I'm here today on behalf of PCS to bring our greetings and solidarity to Socialism 2011. Now, as you all might have picked up, it's quite a busy time in PCS at present. We stand now only 25 days for the largest ever public sector strike. Over the last few days, we've seen successful ballot results announced, including, of course, in Unison and Scottish Teachers. More will follow, and all are expected to be in favour. The leadership of PCS has always viewed the attack on pension rights as an issue on which an effective fight back against the vicious government cuts could be launched. This year's TUC saw over 20 unions come together in a commitment to coordinate industrial action on the 30th of November, a move that I'm really proud that PCS is instrumental in pushing for. It wasn't easy. In fact, at times, it reminds me of the start of a horse race, where you have those stalls. And some of the horses go in immediately and sit there waiting for the off. Some sort of walking a bit hesitantly, but then they're in. And others need two men with a big rope behind their bum pushing them into the stage. The fact of the matter is, though, once they're in that gate, it's locked and they've got no alternative but to go forward. I'd like to pay tribute to everyone in their union at whatever level for the part that I know you played in putting pressure on the leaderships of these unions to ballot. What is essential in the coming weeks is that that pressure is maintained, is increased to maintain full unity. Industrial action on the scale that November the 30th promises will shape the government's confidence and the more serious strategists of the ruling class. And that's because industrial action represents the most organised, disciplined and focused form of class action and could fundamentally change the established order, because it demonstrates that working people are prepared to fight in order to defend or improve the conditions they live under. It also reveals the abilities and talents of working people and exposes the great myth that working people cannot organise their own workplaces and by extension their own society in their own interests. At present, our class and our communities are under relentless attack. Whether you're a public sector worker facing job losses, pay freezes, office closures and privatisation, or fighting to save community services. The true savagery of the cuts programme goes beyond the tax on workers' jobs and conditions. The cuts in welfare and social provision will devastate the lives of individuals, families and communities for years to come. Now, the impact of November the 30th will act as a beacon and inspire those fighting the cuts on every level. It will expose the weaknesses of politicians and parties who believe that cuts can be managed in a more sympathetic way, and it will raise the demand of a new workers' party. PCS is clear and was from the start. All cuts must be opposed. We are unequivocal on that point. Cuts are neither necessary or inevitable. We argue for an alternative based on tax justice, investment and job creation, the nationalisation of the banks, a house building programme and the creation of 1 million climate jobs. We are clear that November the 30th is the start of a massive campaign. We've seen very limited concessions on the basis of the ballots results alone. We will follow November the 30th with an overtime ban till the 31st of December. And we have already put out the call for an immediate post-November the 30th meeting of unions to decide the next step, which must involve some form of escalation. National coordinated industrial action, effectively a public sector general strike, can defeat the pensions attack and will fundamentally shift the balance of forces in society. Colleagues, when I started, I talked about the need for a change. Change based on the needs of the many rather than the wishes of a few. We stand on the verge of lighting the flames of a protest that could have massive implications. As a member of the Socialist Party, I'm incredibly proud of the role this party has played in making this happen. It is my view that it's more important than ever to have strong, disciplined political grounding to ensure that the decisions we all take are thought out, discussed and supported. The Socialist Party provides this and much more. So if you're not a member of the Socialist Party, please seriously consider joining us and help us not just make change happen, but make socialist change happen.